Today we're talking about how we should deal with change and whether we should be willing to look at new ideas, new methods. In Thai universities, we often find that the way of teaching and the subjects are strongly rooted in the past, and the university curriculum may be unwilling to change and take into consideration material or ideas from other parts of the world. Some people may see this as positive. It's preserving the values and history of that country, but others may see it as negative and old-fashioned and actually preventing the country from developing. So how do you see change? Do you see change as a positive thing, or do you think we should always try to stick to the past?
I think we should conserve the past, and also at the same time we have to adapt or apply it for the future too. When I said that we have to conserve the past of knowledge, for example, in my career is architecture, Thai architecture. I think we have to learn about the architectural technique of the past. For example, why they build the traditional house and technique for mixing the wood for the wall, for the roof, for example. And at the same time we should not copying directly that technique. We have to adapt it or apply it with the modern technology or modern context or contemporary context. That's I mean.
So let me just paraphrase what you just said. You're saying the past is very important. We should continue to learn from the past, but we shouldn't be reluctant to also learn from new ideas and especially new technology. And I totally agree with you on this. I think we do need both. The past can be very useful in informing us about things which can help our lives, but we shouldn't be stuck in the past. We should be willing to embrace new knowledge and new ideas. I think from what you are saying that Thai universities tend to be too much stuck in the past, and they're not sufficiently willing to embrace new ideas, probably because of nationalism. Nationalism is maybe an excessive pride and loyalty to your country, which has some positive aspects. It preserves the culture and makes those people feel that they are valuable. But we live in a international world nowadays, and with the internet, doesn't it seem a bit old-fashioned to regard yourself as one country? Shouldn't we regard ourselves as part of the international community? Wouldn't this be better for our development?
I think nationalism and self-identity is not there are two dimensions, the positive and negative dimension. For Thai people, I think nationalism is play too negative for Thai people nowadays, because nationalism makes the point of view of Thailand that everything have the boundary between Thai and non-Thai, between Thai and Western, between Thai culture, Western culture, all the field of education, Thai architecture and Western architecture, Thai music, Western music, Thai literature and world literature or something like that. I think this idea is not good and is cannot develop education in Thailand. We have to think about something that blur between Thais and other culture, and everything. Every culture is not the pure culture. They are always mixing.
So I like your idea that the nationalism in a country, here we are talking about Thailand, can create barriers between countries and cultures. We feel that we are Thai or British or American, therefore we are different, or maybe we are better than somebody in another country, without really analysing in depth the differences. From the individual's point of view, I wonder if people like to think of themselves as British, American, Australian, Thai, or would they prefer to think of themselves as just a member of the community of human beings who live on the earth? I think one of the reasons for the strength of national identities is politics. We want to see our country as stronger and more successful than other countries. Therefore, we want to create a national identity and preserve culture. But is this really valuable for the individual? Does the individual really want to feel that they are a particular national identity?
For me, the most of Thai people feel too pride in themselves, right? Thai culture is the best in the world. I said that it is a phenomenon of too much pride for themselves. It is a weakness. I give you my example in my field of my career as a Thai architecture. Thai architect feel very proud about the Thai architecture. That is the best architecture maybe in the world. Is the most beautiful. For example, I think this idea is not true, and is make its impact for the Thai architectural education, that they cannot adopt a new thing or a new technology or something like that. That is the way to improve Thai architecture to the modern world or contemporary world. They stuck in the past because they're too much proud of themselves.
Good. I think Thailand is not actually the best example of a country which is held back by cultural beliefs. If we look at less developed countries like in Africa, for example, we can see that culture often involves belief systems which are just basically superstition and really do hold back the development of those countries. Think of, for example, female genital mutilation in countries like Africa. This is a medical procedure, or so-called, which affects millions of women every year, and is done because it is part of a strong belief system of those cultures and countries. So it's easy to find examples of how culture and nationalism can really prevent the development of a country and a nation in an extremely negative way. You were talking about architecture, and it's clear that we should be always willing to embrace the new if we think the new has some better ideas or methods. And in the end, we should be looking at architecture which people like, which people find comfortable. and this may not be the architecture of the past, it may be the architecture of the present. So it's really very narrow-minded not to look at what's happening in the modern world and seeing whether this can improve our lives